Want to design 3 gorgeous journal pages fast without being a designer? In this tutorial, I'll show you how to create 3 stunning printable journal pages using digital paper inside Canva Pro with just a few clicks. No design experience needed, just drag, drop, and go. And just a heads up, my students like to create as they watch my tutorials, so if you want to do the same, I'll leave the link in the description below and you can pause it and design these gorgeous pages as you watch. Let's get started. Hey, it's Pam here, and I'm so excited to be showing you this today. Once you see how easy it is to do, you're going to be addicted and want to do so many different layouts. Now, what we're going to do today is we are going to take these 3 backgrounds, which are included in the Elegant Blooms journal kit, and we're going to turn them into these 3 pages here. So without further ado, let's get started. So when you look on the first page here, this is simple because in a lot of journals, some people don't like lines. They just like to be able to doodle and to be able to draw or just write down their thoughts. And some people even just like to stick things in as well. Depends if you're doing a junk journal or not. There's many different types of journals. So all this one is, we're going to go to the first page here, is a simple text box. So you just click on the R for rectangle on your keyboard, or if you want to, you can go to the elements and go under shapes tools if you want to do that, or you can use a frame. But the fastest way, so you can go under shapes, just to find a square or rectangle like that, and then you can write words inside it if you want to. And all you want to do is, first of all, if you want to make sure that you stay within most of the printable margins, because this is the letter size, and in the template bundle I give you both A4 because I'm in here in Australia, as well as letter size, then you want to turn on these borders. I'm going to just show you so you can see these dotted lines here. It makes it so much easier for your designing if you turn those on. So to be able to turn them on, you just go File and you go to Settings, and you'll see how I've got a tick next to the word Show Margins. So that's what you want to turn on. And then all you need to do, I'm going to make this bigger so you can see, is I'm just going to make this box, go to the edge, and you also see when you're in the margins that it comes up pink. See how it gives you a pink line? It makes it so easy for you to stay where you're supposed to stay. And then we're just going to make it white. Now you have the option, it's up to you, but when I do it, I like to actually make it just a slight little bit see-through so that you can see the gorgeous design behind. So if you want to do that, then you just go on the transparency, just take it down a slight little bit. See how you can just see the flowers through, but it won't stop you from being able to write cleanly on your page. Now, if you don't want to do that, then you can just go like that. And another quick tip some people like to do, they like to put a border on it. So if you want to put a border on the outside of the box, then you just click on the lines, the stroke style here, and you click this. Now, automatically it goes to 4. I think 4 is too thick. For me personally, I usually choose number 1. And then you can choose the color. See, it says stroke color. And I usually either pick a color there, or if you want to take a color from the design, you just click on the color tool, click on the pick color, and then you can come in and find a nice color that matches the actual design, and it will choose that color and you're good to go. So it's nice and subtle, and you have a very clean way to have a blank page that you can use in your journal designs. Okay, how easy was that? If you have a question, leave it in the comments below. Now, the next one we're going to do is this second one. Oh, if you want to put text on here, I'm just going to copy it. You've got 2 choices. If you want to write directly in, I'm going to show you both ways. I'm just going to copy this to save time. If you want to write directly in to the box, you want to double click so you see the flash like that, so you can see it flashing there, and then you just go paste, and then you can make it whatever font you want. Now obviously that's gone into the middle. If you want to be able to move it, then you click on spacing, and then you've got vertical alignment, and you can put it at the top, and then you can have padding to make it go further down. But that will impact the rest if you were typing. But you're not typing this, you're doing this for Printable. So there you go, and then you can make it whatever color you want. The same color as the background line there. And you can change the font if you want to change the font to something nice like this. Now this has got a spread out spacing, letter spacing. I don't want the letter spacing, I want it to be normal. So that's normal letter spacing, and then you can make it a little bit bigger if you want to, or a little bit smaller. And there you've got that there. So that's option 1. If you don't want to go into the text box, then you can just do the letter T like that, and then just paste it in there or type it, and it works the same way, and that way you can move it anywhere you want. Okay, it's a lot more flexible if you don't want to stick in with the rules of alignment within the text box. If you want to be able to put it wherever you want on the page, even above or below, then use the T for text, or you can use the letter T here. Okay, let's go to the next design, which is this one here, which is a quote design. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it up next to it so we can look at it, and then I'll show you step by step how we're going to do each step. Now this is one of the backgrounds from my bundle. Now you can do this 2 ways. The fast way that you can do it is you can just crop it. So you click on it and you do it to however high or however low you want it to go. So this one on the design here is sort of 3/4 the way down. So you would make it 3/4 of the way down. And then I like to have a nice finish on it. That doesn't have to be gold, but I like to have a nice finish on it. So if you're looking for a nice gold border, then all you do is go to Elements and then type in gold line. I use this all the time. See, most of these are pro, which is why I teach Canva Pro these days, because 90% of everything that you want to do in Canva these days, you need Canva Pro. So that's why I'm teaching Canva Pro instructions. So you click that, and if it's a little bit too thick, then you just squeeze it in a little bit, and then you just put it down there and drag it. And see how lovely and polished that looks now? How easy is this? And then you do the same. And then if you wanted to have some quote marks like I've done there, once again you go to Elements and you just go quotes like this, and you can see all, and you can all go quote marks, and you will find them. So there's so many different designs. Pick the one if maybe you want the gold like that. And if the gold doesn't match, like this doesn't match, you change the color so that it's similar, and you do the same with this one and make that, and now they match. Okay, so you can actually change the color of the elements so that they match, because you want it to look consistent and elegant. So that's that there, and I'm probably going to make that a little bit smaller. See, I told you it was drag and drop easy. And then to save time, you would write whatever text you want. Now, these are in 2 separate text boxes. You can do them in the same text box, but sometimes if you, as I said before, if you want to move it around, then you can do it in separate. And if I was doing it from scratch, I'll just show you. For those of you who are new to Canva, you would get the text here, and I don't use any, you can use heading, like that, and then I'm just going to paste it like that, and then it's taken on the font of my heading standard font, and you just make it whatever font you want. Go to whatever, if it was Brittany or this one here, or Brittany like that, which is the one I used, and then you can choose whatever your brand color is, and we'll keep it on theme. Okay, so that's how easy it is for you to add the text. So now we've got 2, and we're in, I think, less than 10 minutes, and now we're going to do the final design, which is this one here, and we're going to use this, and this one here is very similar. Now, if you're used to using frames and you want to use frames, you can use frames. So this one is just one of my backgrounds, and obviously I want to have the butterfly in the picture, so I'm going to crop it down to just above the butterfly like that, and I'm going to move it to the top, and I'll probably crop it a little bit more, because it's more about having the lines on the page. And then to save time, I've already done the gold line. I don't need to do it again. So I hit Control C, or you can right mouse click and copy. So you can click copy by doing it that way. Either way works. And then I'm just going to bring it over here and put it where I want it to go. So you keep the consistency like that and make sure it's the right color that I want. Perfect. Okay, so now we've got the top ready. Now all we do is we want the text. I'm not going to show you how to do the text again because you know how the text works. Just use the letter T, use whatever font you want. But remember, you can stay within the dotted lines so that everything is going to print when someone prints it and downloads it. So I always stay within the dotted lines, whether I'm doing A4 or whether I'm doing letter size. It just makes it super easy to make your designs match. If you want to make it easy to see where the middle is in your design, then you can go File, go Settings, and then you show rulers and guides. And that way you can just go over top of the ruler here and then go across until it goes pink. See? Now I'm right in the center. And now I'm right in the center, I can make sure this. But because I'm right smack between the two lines, I'm center anyways. But just so you know, and if it keeps moving, which drives me nuts, and you can go File, Settings, and you can go Lock Guides. Now it won't move. There's nothing more frustrating when you touch something on the page and it moves the guide and then you can't remember where it is. So if you want to lock them while you're designing, put them where you want them to be. Say if you wanted it to be in the middle of this page and you wanted to know where that is, that's the center of that page, and then you can't move it there. That's going to lock. So you only have to lock it once. And then if you don't want to see them anymore, you can just do the same thing and go File, and you can go Settings, and you can turn them off and they're going to disappear. All right, so that's just a really easy way for you to design what you're doing. So I'm going to make that come down a little bit here. And then all we have to do now is create lines. So you can do the letter L on your keyboard and it'll give you a line. And then you can make it the color you want. I like to make mine a gold color, and I like my lines to be thin. So they automatically go to 4, and I usually make mine 1, like that. And then all you do, this is the fast way to do it, is you go to the edge, and you go to the edge like that, and then you put where you want the top one to start. So you've got to give them room to write on the top line, and then you go copy paste, and you move it down to whatever the spacing you want like that. Okay, and then all you do, and then I usually group them, and then I just go copy, paste, and you don't have to align them, just go paste like that until you get enough, and then I just copy them again, Control C, Control V, and then I'm going to ungroup it, and then I'm going to put one line at the bottom of the page, because that's going to be my last one there. And what most people don't know is that you can just use the tidy up feature. I don't want to align them all. As long as they're all aligned to the left, so they're already aligned, then I want the spacing to be accurate. I just go tidy up, and it's done, and you group it, and there you go. Now you've got your lines. And here's a quick tip. If you were wanting to do another page, just add, this is just a bonus tip, and you just want it to be lines, you can go like this and copy it. Take it to the top of the page where you're just going to have a line page and whatever your title is, or you may just have the word date. It's up to you. And then you can just go like this and copy and paste down, and then just get rid of what you don't need. So ungroup, and there's the ones there. I don't need those. And there you go. And just make sure that they're all, and once you've done it once, you've got it all set up, and then you just go position, tidy up to make sure that they're all even, and then you group it. Now, whenever you're creating a new page and you need lines, you just copy and paste them to the new blank page, half page, and sometimes you want to have a text box at the top, and all the different things that I'm going to be teaching you. So that's 3 pages done. How easy was that? No tech stress, no design overwhelm, just copy, paste, and your journals are already coming to life. If you want to create your own journals like this, you can grab the Elegant Blooms journal kit below. Everything I've used in today's tutorial is on the inside. I hope you found this super, super easy. And if you want to grab the bundle with all these gorgeous paper, then you can go to pambrosman.com/EBK, and I'll have the link in the description below. Now, if you have a question about anything that I've shared today, just leave it below and I'll be more than happy to answer it for you. I can't wait to see what you create.